Level 80. To have love, to have love and lost. Grandson, I have given you ample time to consider the path that has brought you here, and where it eventually leads all who walk it. I didn't know what to do after I lost Milinda, how to mourn her or how to leave. I felt that if I put it all on Daiki, put everything into the hunt, that at least I would have think about myself or what comes next. I wanted to hollow myself out and fill up that hole with hate, forget who I was, and the irony of ironies that it was the poor bastard's trying to do to himself a century ago. 2, isn't it? Heh, hard men, making hard choices. What rot. Hold on, Milinda and the memories you shared. Let the love guide you. I guess I'll go with the first one. You're right. I don't need to hate. Never did. I'll finish it for Milinda and for Branden. And then I'll move on. Move on, you say? I cannot live off hate. Should have made it this far, frankly. And the more I try to reach for it, the more I find sorrow, pity. Curse not fate, but mourn her victims. Curse not fate, but mourn her victims. Remember the dead as they live. Aye, something like that. Reckon the Taurans would agree, and Milinda, if she were here, would probably slap me a dozen times and call me a bloody fool for acting the way I have. Or maybe I've been thinking about doing it in her stead, eh? Well, I could do that. Apologies for treating you with such disrespect before, Sul, and I'd like to calmly and firmly understand what you've been trying to tell me all this time. But I'm still getting my head around it. Recognizing your fault is the first and most important step. I'll tell you what I know of the Claws of Orthus. The ring, together with the bracelet and choker, were the 3 relics passed down to the royal family over generations, specifically the owner's right to rule. Princess Sophia was the last of her line, and after her death, they were stored in a sanctuary for safekeeping. However, a year ago, a band of thieves learned of its existence. Let me guess, they stole it. The ones who stole the fang and eyes of Orthus. Yes, the legs were concealed with magical wards. I can only presume that they were spirited away. Daiki was then able to sense their presence. Even in death, a slave to duty, you said. You think he pursued the thieves out of instinct? Loyalty to the princess? That I do. After all, he was content to leave them be so long as they remained hidden. Only 2 of the 3 were taken. Then the 3rd is still the Claw of Orthus, and he will surely come for you. Yes. Thank you. Dim Grease is where you must go. Once you arrive at the place I marked on your map, cast this power into the air. The glamour will fade, and you will see the chest with the ring. The rest is up to you. Okay. Thank you, Sul. I promise we'll bring your friend peace. With me, sinner. Like, again, stop calling me sinner. I'm a name. And you might find peace as well, child. Alright, so where is this exactly? Oh, it's right over here. And I have to fly all the way there. Oh, granted, I could use the teleporter to fix it, but this doesn't really make any difference. Alright, here we are. Alright, duty calls, commence for battle, to have love and lost. You toss the powder into the air, and as it slowly settles to the earth, as twinkling mote of light, a cover begins to take shape. We got the ring. This must be the Claw of Orthus. All that's left is decide where we meet and want to confront the Ether. I don't think that will be too far behind since he's already here. Or we could deal with it here and now. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Hey there, old man. I don't know you, and you don't know me, but I know your story. I know this isn't you, and I know that if Lady Solia was here, she would say the same thing. It'll be over soon, I promise you. Alright, let's do this. 2 Dark Knights against a single Paladin. What could go wrong? Oh, no, that's synchronization though. That was cool. Ow. Help. That's right, come on, follow me. Right here. Ow, that hurt a little bit. Stay put, you bastard. face. Oop. Ow. Nope. I don't have enough MP to heal him, so I just block the damage. Yep. I wish I could give that buff on him. Alright, come on. Ow. Come on, over here, you bastard. Okay, I think we got this. Almost gone. Come on, we got it. Come on, one more push. And dead. Nice. Damn eater. Let him go. He's not your bloody puppet. And all's left is a crystal. Finally. You're watching, Milinda? Oh, Brandon's back. Well, before he died. Now and ever after, I lay Milinda. My sword is yours to command. Branden? He's still here? Well, not technically. I'm guessing this is like past events before he died. I will not hesitate again, no matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. Wait, is he trapped in the memory still? You're wrong, Branden. That is not what you want. Let go of your anger. Let go of her. But what would make me lesser in her eyes, wouldn't it? To shoulder a burden that need not be mine. No, I will not forsake a compassion and love. I will not dishonor your memory. Oh, my lady Milinda. And there he goes. He's gone. And there comes the bracelet and the choker. The two treasures of Orthus. And with that, the three treasures of the royal family are reunited. And now we are just finding a place to stick them so that no scavenger ever stumble upon them again. Least we can do for the princess and her knight. Am I right? Sure. Maybe Sul will have an idea. Let's head back to Bla Emmy. Oof. Second try finding that boss. Not here. That reminds me, I need to start grinding my other jobs so I can get that bloody bird mount for this area. Or whatever it was called. But thing is, that is the case, I have to grind all my other jobs to 80, including the warrior, which I never even got in the war yet. Still a bloody marauder. God damn it, that would take a lifetime of grinding to get them back to 80. Or at least get them to 70. It is done. Branden has been laid to rest. You saw it when we arrived? Do you really think we have to ask? Like, seriously? No, suppose not. Oh, my dear friend, I pray you have found peace. And what of you, grandson? Has the turmoil in your heart subsided at last? I suppose so, though to be honest, it felt like I made my peace with him before we even fought. Because you finally saw him for what he is, and accepted the truth into your heart. The battle was but an afterthought. Ah, easy for you to say. You didn't have a cross blade with the bloke. By the way, I brought you some gifts. The 3 royal relics of Robert. Then Branden was safeguarding both the bracelet and the choker. And now it's your turn to look after the whole lot. That's what Lady Milinda and her knight would wanted, I reckon. Yes, of course, their souls may sleep soundly for forevermore. We shall enshrine these relics for all eternity. Now with that settled, I suppose we'll be on our way. There's a detour I have to take, but afterwards I would like to speak with you back at the usual spot, in the Crystarium. Okay. I'll see you there then. Be well, Sul. I think that one has a bright life ahead of him. Few can find the strength to overcome such terrible tragedy, but he did. As you have no fewer occasions, I'm sure. Well, there is that in this. It has been a pleasure, Artorias, to visit me should you ever yearn to hear a old fool pranto on and on. I will have a pass on that for sure. Thank you very much. Alright, back to the Crystarium, and I'm pretty sure after doing this I can finally continue the story, but it's been like, what, 2 hours in the recording of this? Yeah, 2 hours already. That's been my whole recording session for the night. Well, shit. I guess I'll just start on it tomorrow. Again, I should have done this earlier in the get-go. Well met, sinner. Glad to see you made it back safe and sound. Having returned to where it all began, but I can't help think back when I first came here, thinking only Daiki and my revenge. I was so warped up in my own personal affairs that I didn't realize I was only pushing the other way. Glamour was only the one who saw through the facade. He is a perceptive one. I took one look at me, and when I got back and broke into a smile. But enough about him. I have yet thanked you properly, Artorias. I owe you so much for striking with me to the end. Not sticking with me to the end, what am I saying? So what is next for you, sinner? Good question. Can't say I feel at home here on right or anywhere else, so I might spend some time on the road. I may not be as skilled fighter as you, but I reckon I'm better than most. And there's always someone in need of a reliable sword hand. Milinda would want me to use my talents for a noble purpose, and helping folks in need fits the bill. Hell! This is what Branden and his comrades would be doing in the end. So let's call it a goodbye. Let us just say until we next. So let's call it a goodbye. Let's just say until the next hunt. I'll see you, grandson. Wherever you may go, may you find a shade sinner. Well, same for you, sinner. And there he goes. And complete. Seeker of the Righteousness.